I put a scrap underneath it to prevent it from rotating as I drive the bolt in both ends and lock down the knobs on the back support. I've used this jig for like 4 different projects now, and every time that I do, I procrastinate for a couple hours beforehand because I get a little nervous. But once the blade touches the workpiece, my anxiety goes away. Despite how intimidating it looks, the actual cutting process feels smooth and controlled, and it's not nearly as scary as I expect. For the first dowel, I take small little bites by raising the blade by small increments with each pass until I get to my desired diameter. And while the dowel is still in the jig, I sand it smooth. The saw is now set up with the blade at the correct height so I can create the second dowel in just one pass, and it's so satisfying to watch it take shape. When sanding these, I have the dust collection on my saw turned on, so this is a really great setup. These just need a little more hand sanding at my bench, and they are basically done for now. With the most nerve-wracking part out of the way, I moved on to the next scariest portion, making the curved draw fronts. Draw fronts are usually last, but these are the star of the show. Everything will be based around them, so they get done first. And to make them, I'll need a bending form. I considered using a circle cutting jig to round off the corners, but then I remembered I have a 3D printer. So I looked on Maker World, which is Bamboo Labs' model platform, and I found a ton of options for corner radius jigs. I found one that I liked, picked the radius I needed, and set it off to print. Oh yeah, and I upgraded to the X1 Carbon. I'll share some more details about this printer later. Obsessed is an understatement. Anyway, I used a flush trim bit at the router table with my newly printed corner jig, and I couldn't believe that I didn't print these sooner. I was always making these jigs out of 1/4 inch MDF and then losing them amongst my scraps. I'm gonna have to find the time to print all of the sizes. This bending form consists of 2 rounded sides